It's Britango, and today we have the last haul, but I guess it's technically like the first haul of September. I said in my last haul video that there wouldn't be much in August, and I was pretty much right. There were only two things that I technically picked up in August. Well, three things. I picked up my pre-order for Deathstroke, Mcfarlane Deathstroke. Here he is. And this is just the standard, not the platinum. And he is just a standard Mcfarlane. He's got metallic-y collar, which is kind of cool. And then, he's got a bunch of guns, which is nice because, Mcfarlane is giving figures guns again. And now that he's ending his line, there's a decent picture of him on the back of the box. And then, it's the standard Mcfarlane box. You get on the side there, Deathstroke, the Terminator, and there's a upside down QR. And then the other things I picked up, I did pick up Slash to Archie Comics. And I already have him on my shelf. He's already been opened. So I got him to go with my other Archies, Mutanimals. And there we go. Now I just need the leather head. Well, the wrestling ones, I plan on getting all the wrestling guys, but they're not out in my area yet still. So I plan on getting those, and then when NECA releases the Archie Wingnut. And I'll probably pick up that Archie Shredder too. But anyway, there's that. And I got one of these little Ninja Turtle crossover dudes. The Donatello Rabbit character. So that's what I actually got like during August. And now in the last 2 days, we got this stuff. So here we go. Cheshire picked up this -1 Godzilla right here. And we have it out of the box already. So we're going to take a look at it. It's an art vignette of Godzilla. And you can see that's what it kind of looks like. And then if you want to see the bottom of the box, there's the QR for that, I guess. It's all wobbly. And then the actual figure. Killing my Ninja Turtle. Trying to pick it up without getting stabbed. There is the actual Godzilla -1 figure. That's what he looks like. All scaly and beefy on his tail. Comes out of the back there. And so there he is. It's fairly big. Like, there's the NECA box. And there's the Godzilla. So he is a fair size guy. And so she got that. She plans on adjusting the water, though, because she feels like the water's too dark and doesn't look watery enough. And then I also picked up number 3, Mcfarlane Elite. The T-60 power suit right here from Fallout. I wasn't originally going to pick this up, to be completely honest. I wasn't going to pick it up. But I put a pre-order on the Batman Rebirth Batmobile and the new Batman Rebirth Batman. And they had these just on the shelves in GameStop. And I have a pre-order for Lucy. And I have a pre-order for the Fallout New Vegas Elite. So I was like, you know what? I also plan on picking up the Ghoul. But we are going to crack this open. We took a look at Doomslayer and we took a look at Lilith. So number 1 and 2. So this is 3. So we are going to crack this open at the end of this video and take a full look at it. And I'll try and do better, like showing off articulation and stuff, because I didn't do that on the other ones. I'll do that this time. I did also pick up my pre-order for my She-Hulk. That came in. So it's basically the same as the other She-Hulk, just Fantastic Four outfit. And we get this alternate head. And the alternate head is amazing. Even if it doesn't look the greatest, it is amazing. Like she's got some weird expression. But she got a ponytail. And the reason that's so important is because with that hair, you can't move that head, man. That head is not posable with that honking piece of plastic for her hair. It looks amazing, but it is just horrible for posing. So I really appreciate that other head. I may put that other head on the normal She-Hulk and keep this head on the Fantastic Four version. And she comes with a couple hefty dumbbells. But I did pick this up. I'm a big fan of She-Hulk. I don't know if I mentioned it on the channel before, but I still have my issues of Sensational She-Hulk, which is my favorite version of She-Hulk. But I have like issues 1 through, I think, like 30 or 40 or something. It's the one line I've always thought about maybe trying to complete, because I don't even think that line hit triple digits. And I don't think it's also one of those lines that would break my bank account if I wanted to finish it up. So, yeah. So there is my She-Hulk. And I picked up a couple more mystery Sonic pods. And we're going to open those up here too in a second. Let's see what we got before we crack open the Fallout guy. We're just going to pop these guys open. And last but not least, before we crack open all that stuff, I got these new Genesis cartridge display things. I don't know what you want to call them. But they had them all at my local Walmart, so I picked them all up. They did not have the Genesis, though, so I'm going to be on the hunt for that. I'm also on the hunt for SBO to the Sonic figures, as well as Vega, because he's started to pop up in places. I'm like really shaky. Sorry for that, but I'm shaking really bad. There you go, Sonic and Tails when you open it up. It looks like a regular Sega cartridge. And then you open them up, and they are a diorama. The Sega Genesis that they have for it is like a battleground where you can put all the characters in. Or you can, it also comes with a cartridge holder, so you can just line all your cartridges up inside of it. And I think this is all of them that are out right now. I'm pretty sure this is every cartridge that's out right now. So we got Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and then this is Altered Beast. And Altered Beast, we have the werewolf and the main bad guy, like the first guy you fight. You know, rise from your graves and all that stuff. So yeah, so we got that. And then we also have the Street Fighter. There you go, Street Fighter. It's Street Fighter 2. I mean, that's what they would make anyway. It's not Super Street Fighter 2. Oh, it is Super Street Fighter 2. I'm an idiot. It says Super right at the back, like it always does. And then you can see it's like the sailboat stage, the you want to call it the yacht. And the yacht is 3D, and it comes with some accessories. It comes with like his fireball and stuff, and some other accessories for the stage. And you see at the bottom, there you go. You got Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Altered Beast, and there's the Sega Genesis. Which, like I said, I do not have the Genesis. I couldn't find that, but I got the other 4. So now we're going to pop open these pods, and we're going to pop open the Fallout figure. Okay, so now let's open these little pods and see what we got. I'm going to try and do this without, disrupting too much stuff. It doesn't want to tear open. There we go. Damn. So what do we get? Oh, we got a KO. We already have a KO. That's a dupe. That's okay. We'll give it to Cheshire. She'll be happy to have a KO. She likes KOs. And oh my gosh, I accidentally tapped the camera. We got 2 KOs. A double KO. A double KO. 2 knockouts in a row. Or chows. They also call them chow. But I call them KO because it was chaos. And these are, you know, why it should be chaos and then chows, right? Mm-hmm. Or it should be KOs and chaos, right? So, yeah, anyway, that's my opinion on it. But we got 2 KOs. I mean, if you're going to get a double of anything, I think the KO is probably the best one to get a double of because there are many, many, many KO. So, there we go. All right, now let's open Mr. Fallout here. We'll take a better look at the figure before we pop out the box. There he is. We're not going to look too intensely at him. We got a bunch of guns. Got a sword. Got the 4 hands up there. And then let's go ahead and open it. All right, so we got him out of the box. There he is. The T-60. We're going to look at the accessories before we look at him. First of all, we got the base. Standard Mcfarlane base, but it says Fallout 76. Which is unique because it's, I guess, technically a Fallout 76 figure and not just a Fallout, Fallout figure. We get this sword, which it won't focus on. There it goes. I do not remember the names of any of these weapons. I'm going to be completely honest. I have played the 3rd, Shelter, New Vegas, and 4. 4 I have digitally. The others I have physical. And this is like his big gun. But it's bent. Is it supposed to be bent? So if it's not supposed to be bent, that's kind of crap. I mean, there's ways to like rebend it by like pressing it or holding it with something, but that's just really crappy if it, you know, comes out of the box bent. But there you go. There's that gun. Then we got another big gun. And this one looks kind of bent too. Like, see, it's not straight. Because there's, see if I lay it straight, if I lay it flat, you can see it is not laying flat. It has a bevel to it. It is bent. So I don't know, man. That was the problem with some of the Mcfarlane multiverse stuff, like the staffs and stuff. Swords and staffs, they would end up bent. The sword is actually bent too, if you didn't notice. It's got a bow in it, which that really sucks. He's got this cool pistol. There you go. And you got another cool pistol. Like I said, I don't remember the names of any of the guns in this game. I play so many games that I do not take the time to remember. Like, to me, it's a non-important factor. And then here are his hands. He's got the 4 hands. And we got a fist hand right here, which is just a straight fist. It doesn't want to focus, but yeah, it's just a closed fist. And then we have a trigger hand, which is nice because by default he doesn't have the trigger hand on the right hand. And then we got this cool gripper hand, which is similar to the one that Doomslayer has, except different articulation. And he's got a pointy hand, which I like when they give like the hands like these with fingers. Got the carrot, has a thumbs up, and he also has a pointy finger. And I think hands like that are really unique for like posing them on your shelves and stuff. So it comes with the 4 hands. Oh yeah, I missed one of the guns. My bad, I missed one of the guns. I missed this little laser gun here. Which I'm pretty sure, isn't this like the Vault-Tec gun? I don't remember. Like I said, I don't remember. And here he is. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to compare him to the game. We got our Fallout New Vegas right here. But Fallout 3, you can see, that's him. That is that dude right there. Got reflections, but that is the exact same version of this guy. And you know, looking at it, I don't know. The obviously the graphic one, I'm flipping. It's gonna be sideways in the video, but it's the best way to fit them both in here. I mean, they did a pretty good job with the game looking version. Now, obviously, this is supposed to be a Fallout 76 version, and that's the Fallout 3 version. So, I mean, maybe it's dead on to the 76 version, but I doubt it. Anyway, so there we go. Now let's check out his articulation. The head, yeah, that's it. The head is, like, his arms are in the way, but his head is not going to move up and down much. That's full range right there. His head's not going any further down or not and any further up. That's it. He does have kind of a side-to-side, but he's got, you can see he's got like tubes and the back piece, and so his head articulation is really bad. It's really bad. You're not going to get much range out of it. The shoulder pads are on hinges, so you can actually move the shoulder pads, which is kind of nice. So you can adjust those. What do we get for, let's move them back. What do you get for, his arms can go all the way up. All the way up. Come on. Yeah. He gets a full T pose. Shoulder pads get in the way some, but he can still do pretty much a full T pose. What does he have? He has a pretty good crunch. It's not great, but he can crunch some. See, he got a bit of a crunch. Like I said, it's not great, but he can do it. And then his torso's on a ball joint, so he can basically helicopter around and whatever. And that's pretty easy to move. He does not have a hip joint. Like there's no waist movement. He does have hip joints. He doesn't have a waist, so he only has the torso. Let's see. The shoulder's really good. The shoulder's really good. It doesn't have a like butterfly joint yet. It just has like the ball joint, so it doesn't have the whole shoulder flap. And he has, just like Doomslayer, he's got a single joint elbow. It's kind of hard to get him. His elbows are kind of stiff, but he only has the single little focus. He doesn't have the double joint, just a single joint. And he suffers from the same thing Doomslayer suffered from. Because of all of his armor and everything, that's it. That's it for his arm going up. It will not go up. His elbow will not bend up any further. And his shoulder pads, like, really in the way. But yeah, that is it. That's as far as his elbow will bend. So you don't get like Doomslayer. His arms won't go. His arms will go down his side, but if you see his hand, his hand's not even. I don't think it even goes up as high as Doomslayer. Will it go up any higher? Okay, there, I got it. I got to go up a bit more. So he basically he can go, 90, almost 90. I think it might be slightly better than Doomslayer's, actually. But yeah, it's pretty bad. The hands are on the typical Mcfarlane thing, are they? No. Okay, so the hands will rotate, but they don't have a hinge at all. There's absolutely no hinge on the hands. So your hands are going to spin, and that's all your hands are going to do. So that's it. So that's pretty terrible. For the hips are not going to go anywhere. Okay, I'm going to explain why the hips aren't going to go anywhere. And it's just the design of the power suit. He has these flaps of metal right here. Like, they're plastic, obviously. But the design of the suit, it's not going to his leg is not going to go up. So that's it. That's it for a leg raise. Like he's at maximum leg splits right now, pretty much. He's not going to get in any deeper a split than he's in right now. That's pretty much max splits. His knees don't have articulation. Wait a minute. No, come on. Yeah, they do. They didn't look like they have articulation. The joints are really well done because you can barely tell. This thing has, look at that. You can't see. For a Mcfarlane, these are like some of the best hidden joints for a Mcfarlane. Like, I'm like, is this molded or is there a joint? And at first they were stiff, but it's a single, I'm pretty sure it's just a single knee joint. So you're going to get your standard, and that's it. I think that's max. I mean, it's pretty stiff. Like I said, I thought it was molded at first. Yeah, I don't think it bends any more than that. I don't want to like push my luck and break the figure. So, yeah, you get basically, what would that be? A 45? I don't know, man, but that's the back bend. I can't get it to go any further. And you're not going to get any sort of front bend because the knee joint. So you're not going to be able to like bend the calf, the shin, the lower leg is not going to go forward at all because of that knee padding right there. The hips won't move because of the design here. So all we got left is the foot joint. And the foot does have a rocker on it. So we can go forward and back. But once again, the design of the guy, you can only go up as far as, the armor will let you. And it won't go. Yeah, it doesn't really go back. And there is a side to side. You can see that his foot is actually sideways. He's not going to stand right now, but that foot is sideways because it does have a side rocker. It won't rock this way because he's molded right there with a piece of metal molded. So he can go inside. He can twist that way, but he's not going to twist outside because of that piece right there. So his articulation is pretty trash. But he's the T-60. These things aren't exactly supposed to have the greatest mobility anyway. His legs will go in all the way. Like, he's got a great reverse splits, but exterior splits, that's it. That leg right there is as far out as it's going to go. Now, if we raise them, maybe we can... Yeah, if you get the plate back behind him, they'll go out a little bit more. But still, it's still going to stop them from going too far. So you can kind of get him, if you had a base, because he's really heavy. He's really bulky. But if you had a base to hold him, you could get him, kicking down a door or something. I mean, that wouldn't be too bad. Put a gun in one hand. He's like, hey, I'm kicking in the door to look for ghouls. So let's get him posed up here, and then we'll see what he looks like. Okay, so there he is, and there we have Commissioner Gordon, and we'll put him next to. So he is fairly bigger than Commissioner Gordon. He stands almost a head higher than Gordon. So he is bigger than a standard Mcfarlane, except he is not as big as a big fig because there's Bane. And Bane is almost a head taller than he is. But then the real truth of it is, how does he measure up to the Doomslayer? And he is bigger than Doomslayer. He's about a head taller, and he is wider than Doomslayer. So he is beefier than Doomslayer, which is nice because you don't want a T-60 to be the size of a normal character, or it doesn't really make sense because it's supposed to be power suit. It's supposed to be armor that someone is wearing. So the fact that he is bigger and beefier than Doomslayer, put them right next to each other. That's them standing pretty much shoulder to shoulder. And you can see he is taller than Doomslayer. Now, Doomslayer is also on the base, which gives him a slight height boost, but not enough that it's marginal. And he is bigger, he is beefier, but I don't think the bigger and beefier counts for that much more, especially when, like, what was it? The Bane and Batman 2-pack were $90 Canadian. This guy's $70 on his own. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think this one is worth it. That's my honest opinion. Leave your comments down below. Maybe you think I'm over-exaggerating. Maybe I'm expecting too much out of these Elite figures. I don't know. But that's it for this time. Thanks for watching. So long.